Okay, briefly, because I'm going to lose my voice. I know I talk too much. Um, this I'm going to show you the Google sheet that we talked about last week. Surya, you weren't in the meeting on Friday. Daniel, you were there. Jess, we have a little bit with Jess because Jess prefers the Excel sheet. I Google sheet. I prefer Notion by far, but we can try it. Okay, this is what we saw the other day. I've filtered. I'll explain the columns here. I prefer Notion. Okay, just because Notion has a different level of flexibility. Okay, you can create subtasks very easily, and then you can. It's missing on the analytics, but I don't think we need too much analytics. Like you can create a pivot table afterwards with this, or you can. If we were tracking a bunch of numbers behind this, eventually it will make sense. I'm not sure we're going to be doing that in reality. I think we're going to do that in parallel because there's too many. A lot of operational activities here that won't have metrics. These are not so much campaigns. Doesn't matter. Here, key factor, what you need to look at, phases, okay? This is the key thing. What are we doing? Okay, sorry, I'm looking at this. Product, if you don't have a product, there's nothing to do. Just you're gonna know a lot of this stuff, okay, as a marketeer. But I'm just explaining for Surya and Daniel. Awareness, are people aware? Are people considering? Are people engaging with the brand? Are people converting? And then I added operations. I was thinking, I was running with just in parallel on Notion the operation side, okay, of what needs to be done, what you need to clean up in terms of process to be able to execute other stuff. I'll show you afterwards. Here, the channel, okay, quite important, meaning what action, where, what asset is this going to happen? Where, what real estate, in which real estate, in which space this is going to happen? Okay, you have to have a primary one. Okay, this is very important. Task and subtask. This is why I don't like Google Sheets, because you can create subtask in a very natural way. Okay, you actually need to here say, hey, this is a subtask, and understand that it's the one on top that is the task. Okay, that you have the same name, and you know, like, okay, this is the PR mavic Special Olympics. This is the task, meaning the broad concept, and these are the subtasks, so things that we need to do. Okay, impact, urgency, and status. This is only going to be touched by Justin and Mark. Okay, and basically saying, hey, is this high impact in terms of impact means revenue, means business outcomes. Okay, urgency, timeline. There's some things that are urgent. What we mentioned is the Special Olympics are urgent because time is just was there, I think 3 weeks ago. And if we do this 3 months later, it's just not going to count. Okay. And then status. This looks a little bit complicated. It is not actually. Okay. Sorry. I filtered already. It's, you can have it blank. Okay. Meaning we're not even thinking about this, but it's in the list. Okay. I filter that out automatically. Then ideas, hey, we are in the ideation phase. We should be doing it, but this is the important one. Start. Hey, let's start this one. Priority. We've identified this. Start. Okay. Blocker, meaning something is blocking us from starting. Say, hey, I don't have this information, or I look. Okay, important, because if I see that directly in the file, it's like, hey, what happened here? What's stopping you? You know what I mean? Ideally, you would edit and say, hey, here you could, I'll actually add a little, okay, additional, where you can put describe. Okay, describe. Hey, any challenges that you're having. Okay, sorry, I'll put this here. Okay, describe. Any challenge that you're having, you just describe here and you say, hey, I'm having this problem. Okay, you don't need to spend tons of time updating stuff, but it can be helpful. Okay, and I'll just add this one to here. Okay, live, you're seeing live. Okay, describe. Okay, this is the important one. Okay, I'm gonna hide the non-important ones. Okay, I mean, you can filter a bunch of stuff. Okay, but the key thing that I think is you have to have is the to-do. Okay, who's respond? What is the status? Okay, is one that we're taking action right now. Okay, this is what it means. Idea, priority, blocked, work in progress. Okay, and then taking action right now. Hey, we're taking action right now. Saying up, we're in the middle of the key development moment, which is having the, for example, in this case, the app, having the mavic app working. Okay, work in progress, this design project that I'm doing with that I'm working with Design Console. Okay, that I'm responsible, and this I'm stating here what I'm doing, and this is still in ideation because I need to get all this other process advanced before I can move here. Okay, and there's a by when date. Okay, and it becomes red because it's closer to today. Okay, doesn't really matter. Important, the documentation. What is the key document here? And Another thing that you'll see that eventually become important in marketing when we have pure marketing activities, for example, in the end, what we want out of this activity, okay, for example, the design week, having a research project, and then being able to present in design week Singapore in September, is to get 10,000 impressions. Actually, I think that would be low, 30,000 impressions, okay? 30,000 people that are going to see us in the press because of this, okay? That's the key metric. That's what we're driving, and this is why we're building a bunch of that. Why is this important? Because eventually we will be ranking stuff. Now I think it's too early by, hey, what's the impact of this? For example, paying customers is much more important than impressions, okay? Here, for example, given that the app is used by, I think, 200 paying customers, this is the most important metric. I could even create a column here that calculates their revenue, money going into the bank thanks to doing this activity. I'm not going to do it right now, okay, because we don't have that much content, okay? But if we do, that's the idea behind this. You always prioritize lower in the funnel, saying, hey, it's conversion, it's making money, or you always prioritize, which is very connected to this, what's the metric? Why? Because the metric will tell you if there's money behind it. Too long to explain, but I think you guys get it. Money behind it, absolute priority. Okay, that's the impact part. Okay, urgency, timeline. Hey, I need it by tomorrow because if not, we lose the opportunity. Okay, that increases the prioritization. Okay, then this is the key thing: status. You will need to look at anything that is, for example, I'm putting it blocked here just because I want to have it in mind, but we're not going to do this. We're not going to give it priority. Okay, and that's why I'm putting it blocked. Ideally, I would just cancel it, okay? But I'm not going to, okay? Just because it would unfilter it that way. Okay, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to put it here. Okay, all these ones that you put, Jess, I'm just going to put them here, flick it, blocked, meaning, hey, we have a blocker. Why? What's the blocker? We're doing other stuff. Okay, that's the priority. Until we fix the other stuff, and we're not going to do it. And maybe just going to say, hey, no, but this, perfect. That's how to have the discussion, okay? Based on, and here conversion, for example, the metrics, I haven't added the metrics on everything. It's not that important. Okay, I'll add it eventually. The important thing is, are you assigned to this? What is the expected date? Okay, for example, here, Surya, you are responsible, okay, for product hunt. You are responsible for the SaaS review sites, okay? Which is the subtask? Set up the profiles. Okay, perfect. Mark is helping you. Do you have any doubt? Ask Mark. Hey, Mark, I need help. Blah. What is the key metric? Signups. Okay. There's different stages here. There's this part that is very operationals. Okay, I put it here as operation, which is lead engagement. Okay, journey or customer conversion journey. Very important tasks. Okay, why? One, create MQLs. One, create SQLs. One, create signups. Pain. I can explain this more in detail afterwards, but the key thing here. Awareness, channel, not important. I'll touch this. Important thing is, are you assigned? Do you have a to-do? And that's it. We will track on this. Okay, I hope this was helpful. Take a look. Just let's work on the Excel sheet, in the Google sheet. If eventually it doesn't make sense because subtask, it can take a lot of time. It took me a lot of time today to do this, okay? But if not, I can always upload it. I can export it and then upload it, and we can have it on an Ocean, which would be my preferred one, but let's run it for now, okay? I just don't want to spend too much time updating. I think for now it's okay, and it took me quite a bit today, but I think it won't in the future, and we go from here. Okay, cool.